Hey everybody, welcome back to Jesse Lee Strength and Fitness. This is going to be a new video series that I'm working on in regards to transitioning from my run training and now moving into more of the wintertime barbell movements and some strength training. So running is kind of phased out. It's getting cold here. And so as I train with the seasons, I typically will transition out of running almost completely and into a more traditional back squatting, deadlifting, bench pressing, overhead pressing phase of my training. And I'll work on that throughout the winter until run season kind of starts back up again. I will run periodically throughout the winter, but it's going to be kind of rarely. I think today I actually may go out for a run. It's kind of weather dependent as well as just how my body's feeling. And I'm going to try to really stick to more of like a zone true type of running in this winter phase. So mostly just trying to go out there for slow, kind of longer cardiovascular workouts. So with that being said, I'll keep you guys posted on that. So last week I started this transition phase into more compound movements, and I started off with back squat and bench press, and that would have been on, I believe, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday last week. I can't remember, but I wasn't able to make a video then. So I'm making these videos now. It's kind of catching on. So basically the first strength day was back squat and bench press. And so what I do on those, I'm not really sure how the bar is going to feel. So I do a full mobility warm up. And then I decided to go for a high bar back squat position up on just underneath that top knuckle of the back, and more of an upright position. So it's a little more quad centric movement. And I decided to go ahead and work on that first. So I opened up with 95 pounds for 10 just to see how the movement felt. That felt a little bit light. So obviously I went up to 115 and hit that for 6 because I was feeling at that point, okay, that's a pretty good, I've just been running. I haven't really been squatting, and any squatting I have been doing has been goblet squats. And then I decided to go up, add just a little bit more weight and hit a 3 sets of 5. And that's typically what I do with back squat is I don't get a ton of volume on it. I just mostly like to hit 3 sets of 5 at a decent weight. And then on the last set, I give myself a little bit of permission to go for it. And that gives me an idea where I'm at with the weight. So I hit it for 6 and called it good. So that got me a total of 16, 15, 16, so about 32 squats. So it's quite a few squats. And I was definitely feeling sore for the next 2 days. Very sore. I haven't done that movement in a while, but it felt great. I had a great, really good quad pump. And I felt athletic and strong, and I'm looking forward to continuing to progress that throughout the season, very incrementally. Maybe adding, maybe 5 pounds a week, but probably not. Just kind of working on getting good form and doing those things. As kind of an older athlete, I just want to make sure I'm watching the volume on those types of movements. And then for bench press, I did a little bit of a warm up my lats and my shoulders. And then I did 115 for 8, 125 for 6, and I hit 135 and 3x6. I typically try to get a little bit more volume in the bench press just for, it's the hypertrophy movement. I want to, get stronger at it, but also since I'm lifting by myself, I don't really push the weights that heavy. And then didn't push it on that last set, but I just hit the 6, and that'll give me an idea of I felt pretty good for my next week's programming. And then I finished off with some bis and tris, and I hit easy bar curls, a set of 15 and then a set of 10. And I supersetted that with TRX skull crushers. And then I finished off with some incline push-ups just to get a little chest pump there at the end on my bench. So that's kind of the first day of a strength training regimen. And then the next video I'll be following up will give you a little bit of an idea of what my deadlift and overhead press day look like. And then following that is the strength training that I do with my girlfriend on Sundays. So 2 more videos will be coming out very soon to kind of give you guys an idea about that programming, what it's going to look like. Thank you so much for watching. I continue to just provide you with general outlines of these strength training regimens that I go through, the goals that I'm trying to accomplish, and a little bit of my training philosophy. Thanks for watching.